We have received intelligence that in fact senior police officers in the Kenyan Police Command have chosen to ignore the illegal directive that was given by CS Kindiki for police officers to shoot protesters. And that is the reason why the president convened a PG, because he knows the police will not do his dirty work. He has now told his own members of parliament to mobilize people in their constituencies to come and harm protesters. We want to say here to those of you who might be mobilized to come and fight your fellow Kenyans, we are not the enemy. We are not the ones who have added taxation on fuel. All these members of parliament here voted against that bill. You cannot come and fight your fellow hustlers in the streets. You cannot come from Madare and think that you are better than the person who comes from Kasarani. If Kenyans are sleeping hungry because of the price of food, the hustlers are sleeping hungry and members of Azimio are also sleeping hungry. For a president to convene a meeting where he sets his own people against each other, I think we have never come to such a law in this country. And we must condemn it in the strongest words possible.
For the first time in the history of this country, we are being made to understand that State House has sanctioned the enlisting of militia to attack peaceful demonstrators. For the first time, we are seeing leaders coming out openly to declare war against the people. Because that's exactly what happened in State House on Saturday morning, and is exactly what was followed by a statement which was issued by Kenya Kwanza. So we are standing here before you very concerned that the country or the leadership which is currently in place can take such a direction.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my humble prayer that this video is actually going to find you in good health. Me, I'm fine. The weather here in Nairobi is also fine. Now, on Saturday morning, President William Ruto, together with his cabinet, held a parliamentary group meeting at State House, Nairobi. But what were the secrets behind this meeting? I think William Samoei Ruto wanted to organize his security docket led by Kithure Kindiki so that they can plan on how to thwart the forthcoming Wednesdays to Fridays demonstrations. But unfortunately, some high-profile leaders were missing. Such people like IG Japheth Koome and Adamson Bungei were missing in that meeting. But what do you think were the reasons behind this? What do you think are the factors which made Japheth Koome to boycott such a meeting? Now, I think that the first factor was the egg factor. Since before that, Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Coalition, had filed a petition and took it to the Hague, seeking for the individuals who organized the police police brutality against protesters to be persecuted and charged in that court. So according to me, I think that that's the first factor that has made him to boycott such a meeting, since he fears being prosecuted and charged in such an international court. Now, the second factor, according to me, I think that Adamson Bungei and IG Koome, since he's a Meru, he has seen that the mountain is shifting away from President William Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua. This one can be confirmed by the fact that when Charles Ng'ang'a, a UDA legislator, when he was speaking at Ruiru, he was bored and echoed and heckled by the congregation which was there when he mentioned the name of Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto in such a meeting. And this made even some people to start walking out from that meeting and living there with only some few people. Then again, remember that William Ruto penetrated the mountain using a church service during his campaign period in order to gain presidency. Yet his legislature from UDA, Charles Ng'ang'a, was rejected in a church. The second reason, the third reason, I think that IG Koome had seen a pressure piled on him from the public and members of clergy, saying that the police are using extrajudicial force against the protesters who are just articulating their rights enshrined in the Constitution. Now, speaking again yesterday, the Azimio la Umoja leaders, led by ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, spoke to their supporters, and he said to them, I can share with you with this video as you will watch it later. And he said to them that they have received messages from some high-profile leaders in the security docket saying that they will not allow the government to use them execute police brutality on the protesters, and they want themselves to distance themselves from the ongoing police brutality. I think those people might be such people like Adamson Bungei and IG Koome. So, hello guys, before you watch that video, please just press that subscribe button for your continued support. We'll place this channel somewhere. Thank you and bye bye. God bless.